Today we're going to talk about how to choose the best urgent care for you and your family. To assist us with that, we have Connor Ferguson of Doctors Express, located in Pikesville, Maryland. Welcome to Plenary TV, Connor, and thank you for joining us.
Thanks, Mike.
Okay, great. Connor, as an expert and someone with years of experience managing urgent care, what advice would you give to someone that has need of urgent care for themselves or their family?
Well, I would think the first thing you want to do is you want to pick up the phone and call the facility. And the first question you want to ask is there actually a physician on site doing the patient care at the facility? Many urgent cares are staffed solely by mid-levels, and if you have a more complicated problem than just a sore throat, you really want to make sure that a physician is going to be on site to either conduct or supervise your visit that day to said urgent care. The second thing that you want to do is you want to find out what type of procedures or equipment do they have at their facility. A couple key things to ask about is, do they have an X-ray, do they have an EKG, and do they have the ability to do blood work? These three pieces of equipment really help the physician make an appropriate diagnosis and treatment plan so that they can distinguish really what's going on with you and not have to make an unnecessary referral to the ER. And that's very important for the consumer because, of course, of the long wait times at the emergency room and the higher expense.
Okay, just to kind of reiterate what you just said, so key is finding that they have a physician on site, ideally perhaps an ER physician. You want to find out what kind of services are offered, what procedures are available that they can handle. Key, again, would be that they have full service X-ray capability, they can do blood work, and they have the ability to do an EKG, correct?
Yeah. Ideally, you want that physician, you want his specialty to be emergency medicine when you're looking for urgent care. But if they aren't emergency medicine, if they have experience in the ER and they have like an internal medicine background, that works just as well. Those are usually an indicator that they're going to be able to treat your acute injury or illness there at that facility without having to make an unnecessary referral to an emergency room.
Okay, great. So emergency room experience, internal medicine are key experience you want to look for in the urgent care facility. So, Connor, so what kind of experience could someone expect if they were to come to your facility in Pikesville? What kind of experience would they have at Doctors Express, and how does Doctors Express separate itself from other urgent care facilities?
Well, we're the only urgent care that in the Baltimore area that staffs ER physicians every day. There's an ER physician here on site daily, and that physician either treats or supervises every single visit that walks through our door. Our medical director is an emergency room board certified physician. He actually graduated top 10 from his class in Michigan and at University of Michigan and has received several awards in emergency medicine, and he supervises the facility to deliver the absolute best acute care that's available here in the Baltimore area. Also, because we have emergency room experienced physicians, they know how to move patients in and out of our facility very efficiently. Currently, our total visit time, not our wait time, but the total time that our patient is in the office is under 1 hour, right about 53 minutes. That's the whole time that you're here. And that has a lot to do with our physicians being emergency room experienced, because when you're in the emergency room, you really have to make sure that non-life-threatening patients aren't occupying beds that a a patient in a life-threatening situation may need. So that's really one of the other great deliverables that we give our patients, is that quick turnaround time, that sense of urgency to move our patients from the lobby to the exam room and back out the door. And right now we average about 53 minutes as well.
I think that's exceptional. That's terrific. So obviously key to that is that you have the experienced physicians who have the experience with acute care that understand, I guess maybe the word is triage people properly and get them in and out as quickly as possible while giving high quality care. Now, I know you guys, we go online and look at things, and I know you guys have a great reputation. What could you say, recommendation could you make to folks who are watching about trying to get a sense of or where to go for information about the quality or reputation of a urgent care facility such as yours?
Sure. So, a great resource, of course, is your doctor. Or doctors in the area that you're familiar with. You can always give your family practitioner or maybe a doctor that you've seen previously, you can always give their office a ring and ask them who really is the best office, best urgent care to go visit. We work with many specialists in our area that will refer to as well, so that our patients, in more complicated situations, don't have to go to the emergency room. If you have a perforated eardrum, we have an ear, nose, and throat doctor you can go to. If you have a complicated orthopedic, knee, shoulder injury, we've got an orthopedist that'll see you the same day. If you're having some sort of heart problem, we've got a cardiologist that'll see you the same day. And due to those relationships, lots of times the doctors will know the quality of care that's being given at the urgent care facility. But of course, many times, you get sick or you hurt yourself outside of the hours of 9 to 5. So the internet is a very good place to go and take a look at the various urgent cares that are available to you in your market. You want to make sure that you look at a well-reviewed facility, not just some facility with 1 or 2 reviews, because that's not going to give you a good idea of their quality of care. The next thing you want to do is you want to look at what's their rating. Are they above a 4.0? That's really the benchmark that you should set where you're going to receive a high quality of service. The third thing is read the reviews. What are the patients saying? A big red flag is, within the reviews, that patients don't feel satisfied with the level of care that they received there, that they didn't receive very much information from the doctor, that they just told them to go to the emergency room, or that they didn't feel like the doctor listened to them. That's could be an indicator of the type of services that urgent care provides, and that they're really only equipped to handle very low-level type visits. And so, at Doctors Express, one of the things that we focus on is making sure that we have the equipment and the staff to deliver all types of different procedures in our urgent care center to ensure that our patients don't wind up at the ER and they do feel as though they've received a quality visit.
That's great. Just again to kind of go over that, so clearly people can talk to their doctors to get information about urgent care facilities. You have a lot of great relationships with doctors, so that I understand that if somebody has cardiac issues or ear, nose, and throat issues, you have the ability to get them in to see somebody right away if that's critical. Also, in terms of the ratings online, people should look for that there are a sufficient number of ratings to actually get some sense about what people are experiencing, and look for the quality that the people indicate that the patients feel like they've actually had their concerns and addressed as to what they went to the facility for in the first place. So. Yes. Okay, well, fantastic. I want to say thank you, Connor. You've provided some important and helpful information for families in need of urgent care. If for those watching, if you have any questions about urgent care, you can call Doctors Express in Pikesville at 410-484-4044, or visit them on the web at doctorsexpresspikesville.com. Or you can just walk in, because Doctors Express does accept walk-ins. And Doctors Express is located at 1860 Reisterstown Road in Pikesville, Maryland. Thanks again for joining us today on this episode of Plenary TV, and our thanks to Connor Ferguson of Doctors Express in Pikesville, Maryland. Thank you, Connor.
Thank you.